Let's see. So we have, looks like maybe both audios over on the purple place. Will, welcome in. I do not know why we don't have the other, though. We might just move on from that. That would probably be a double echo, though, if I did it that way. I mean, maybe. We'll try one more thing. Delete. See how that works. Oh, this does not want to work. Maybe? Alright. I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. Will, welcome in. Patrick and Dirk and Atlas, hello, hello. We're going to go ahead and get playing. Derek and Star, hello. Cynthia, good morning. Trying to make Kefka here. So we're looking for discard effects. And draw effects. Playing Brawl. Savage Hunter, welcome in. Morning. Julio, welcome, welcome. I have actually seen really good results with Rona, so we're going to probably do that. If it was kicked, discard your hand, draw 2 cards. Okay. We definitely want to lean into creatures because there's a lot of really easy effects to get creatures back from the graveyard. Oh, it's going all right. Just kind of getting up and off the ground this morning. How are you? Not bad. Just waiting for the last contractor to show up. For your job or for like a personal thing that's being done for you? I do need more creatures. More creatures. More creatures. I am also on the purple place. I am vague about that because there is indication that if you talk about it too overtly, you get throttled. Your job, you're an install manager. Nice. Yeah. Although it's interesting, the algorithm's changing today, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to probably be posting a ton of content today because there's a lot of evidence that suggests things will be changing a whole bunch. Yeah, I mean, hope so. Did I pass Waste Not? It's weird. You should probably kick all these on too. I don't know. It just depends on how much I end up playing. I already got a notice from even just what I said. So, Probably can't even say the color. The other popular place, though. Wow, that was fast. Bradley, welcome in. Atlas, I hope you're doing well. Wow, that's kind of frustrating. But yeah, we'll just see how much I get to play and see how it goes. I'm going to, in the spirit of transparency, just, you know, I hope that isn't a major draw to hanging out with me, because it's very unlikely most days. Especially when I'm just doing experimental decks, you know? But I understand that it's something people ask for a lot. I just wish it was a better situation for everybody. I wish the wins, you know, counted, but they don't. And then, you know, I also want my friends to win when they play me. That's cool. I also want folks to win, but then there's the, you know, we're splitting time that neither or one of us is not getting a win, right? So it's interesting. Artifacts, we're not going to probably be doing that a bunch. Yeah. No, definitely. If you haven't redone a landfall recently, man, yeah, that is a really good thing to do, because that is very much evolved. Pat, welcome in. Oh. I am wagering that might be Savage coming over here. Or is that somebody new? Maybe it's somebody new. That might be fun. I do like him. Huh. Interesting. Well, then, why do I rock? Welcome in. We're building Kefka. And, just trying to kind of play around with some ideas for Kefka. Oh, you know who I wanted was Chainer. Chainer kicking around. Wish we had both Chainers. The newer Chainer is still pretty cool. Alright. No problem, you have a good one. Okay, so we need the resurrection text. We're going to do that. We're going to do Oversold. You know, I'm going to put in Shieldred. Because if we can get multiples of her, that's really good. We'll do Helm. Oops. This is not going to have a ton of mana. Help. Help. And And then extravagant replication. Probably need to work the mana on this a little better, so when we do our first refinement pass, we'll probably cut out some of these. If any cards feel dead, we'll tweak them. Don't have enough artifacts for that. User, welcome in. Pat, how you doing this morning? Mr. Ink. I think we've talked before, Mr. Ink. Do you do Magic the Gathering tattoos? Were you at MagicCon? Do you take cards in trade for work? These are all very important questions to me. But maybe you do not have the ability to type or the willingness to discuss, which is fair. Thundercloud, Amy, welcome in. Have a good one. I hope your morning's going okay. Probably really need to lean into reducing the presence of red in this deck because I just don't have a lot of red cards, which I think will actually work out for it. You do tattoo as a hobby and live in the UK. Well, then getting to see you would be fairly unlikely. Thank you, though. I don't know that I know a tattoo hobbyist. Do you just work on friends then? Or how does that work for you? That's cool. If I had steadier hands, I would try to learn. My hands are a bit twitchy. Oh, I'm supposed to try to get a 750 quest here. I can only try that once a day, huh? You know, Cruel Claw might actually be a really good ad for this deck that I'm playing. You missed work last night, and now you're feeling guilty about it. You're feeling guilty that you missed work, but like, I'm assuming you missed work for a good reason, or you're feeling guilty because of money. Money definitely can mess with people. That's a lot of really early power discard, but they probably needed you, but you didn't show. Gotcha, yeah. I mean, it's valid. We're not going to be having the black mana to do that duress, which makes me very sad. This will be better. Okay. I didn't put Dark Writ in here, and that was a mistake. I should go and figure that out for sure. Echoplex, welcome in. Linda, good morning. Why do I rock? You've been quiet. If you want to stay quiet, that's okay. But I don't think I recognize your username. So if you're first time in here, I hope you're having a good day. Well, I just hope you're having a good day anyway, I guess. You got Codis, huh? You miss playing this game? Why'd you stop? Ooh. That's spooky. That is Sword of... which one? War and Peace. So that is red-white? Yep. Okay, so... fortunately, a lot of my removal is black. I don't mind... let's see. Oh, thanks for the follow. So how's that work? Deals that much damage. Number of players in their hand. 1 life. Oh, but Codis, he milled those off the top of my deck. Okay, got it. I will discard a card. I will discard that. I will discard gosh, I have to discard Kaido or the counterspell. Oof. Don't love that. Play with your friends and y'all got old and stopped. Well, that is sad. I definitely understand like why you say that, but that's not great. I'm sorry to hear that. You have a deck that has no creatures. Nice. Token creatures troll. Now, like you're talking about that green enchantment that like lets you spawn a whole bunch of trolls. It's a good one. JR, welcome in. I haven't thought about ways to make that go infinite. I'm curious on the core combos, but Dave, welcome in. Gotcha. We're gonna make a crab. Attack with our unblockable. Yeah, the online game's nice because it is free to play. It gets cheaper the more you play it because, like, you get your wins and you get extra, like, currency, basically. Can I afford its escalated cost? I can't. Let's just see. You have a deck that beats people in 5-6 turns. That's nice, Dave. What format? Aw. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna have a little rough time with what's going on in that hand. Chroma's remorse. Oh yeah. Woof. We're probably toast. So what do we learn? We need black mana on first turn. Reliably needs to be more black mana. I think we're going to go ahead and concede this game because he's going to get a whole bunch of our sack tech and our discard tech. And I don't want that coming back against us like that. So good to know that theft might be a problem for this deck. I feel like we probably need more ability to generate value, so maybe I put in Tome of the Infinite in here. Not really a format, just picking cards. Well, like, so... But is it a Brawl deck? Is it Historic? Is it... So I guess what I mean, Dave? You've only played Standard and Traditional, never played Commander? Okay. Yeah, that's probably something that's happened from, you know, since you've played regularly, sounds like. Commander's kind of become the dominant Magic format. Let's get that. I probably want to add in some mana rocks and stuff, so we're gonna go through here and try to remove some non-creature discard. Collective Brutality felt kind of interesting. Maybe some of these kicker cards can go. Cura feels pretty good, though. Let me draw a card and discard a card. I can get rid of some of these effects that are on me, maybe. Yeah. It is interesting because it definitely is a fan base driven thing. You're 100% correct, but it is also something that has become, now that it's controlled and regulated, it doesn't seem like it's starting to get a little weird. You know, a lot of people talk about Commander in the rules committee and all that stuff, and I think a lot of it is that it left. Yes, it left because there were some threats and some terrible community behavior around the situation. But I also think it was an opportunity for Wizards to get more control back of the game. So I think that's why they did that. We want that Relic of Legends, I think. Gain mana fast to drop White Sun, Twilight. Is that the one that makes a whole bunch of tokens after you destroy stuff? Relic Legends. BGM ran a combo with Rona and that as Rona as the commander, and it was actually really, really good. Tell me Infinite Cura. Kaido could be fun. I definitely want to keep some of the creatures. Maybe we take out that fairy one. Is it Memory Dreadfugue? No. There is a memory one. Ego Drain? Yeah, you have to have a fairy. We don't have fairies in this deck, so. Yep. Nick, welcome in. Good to see you. Alright. We'll give this another tweak. Another go. Oh, I did not put Dark Ritual in here. So that's one more thing we'll go back and add really quick. Maybe Mana Drain too, while I'm at it. Dark Rit. I want to keep those in there. 3 steps ahead. Bone Shards. Crypt Breaker. Despise. We take out Despise. Devour Intellect. Best. That might be okay. And then, hey Net, how's it going? That's a good point, actually. Maybe Oversold, Edict, Raven Man. Good, good. Insatiable Air, Wasteland. Take out her and then maybe grab... That one's not technically discard, so it doesn't feed it. So I was going to put in Liliana. Mostly to give us another way to trigger some bonus effects. But some persistent discard is probably just going to be good in this deck. I might add in some draw things where all players draw stuff. Hey, Amy, I might kill the stream and restart it. I got a restricted visibility thing because I talked about other places. So I'm going to go ahead and try to stop that and restart the stream. I will be right back. I don't know why that's that way, but it is. Devour Intellect. Let's go. Probably should have done Thoughtseize first, actually. Welcome back, Amy. Power Stone seems to be good. Let's get rid of that. Mongo, welcome in. All right. How's it going, man? Chaos, welcome in. Atlas, welcome back. Ulelek. So we can play Kefka soon. Your phone died. Actually, the stream had to be reset, so you are A-okay. You didn't miss much. We tried out pizza last night. Pizza Duded. Cabbage Farming, welcome in. Shaggy IRL, welcome, welcome. Loud Pedal, good morning. Very rarely, Atlas. I just find that ranked can get a little repetitive. So not always my favorite. Delivering pizza in a Pizza Duded. But the decks can get very, very repetitive to me. You just got Plat and Mythic are both really, really like. Is it Plat Diamond? That grind is rough. It is so rough. I've got to Mythic twice, and it's just you have to play like very, very janky decks, and yeah, or like you have to like play the same deck over and over once you get it dialed in. Oh boy. Yeah, it's been a minute. Helma hosts, yay! That'll be fun. Let's go hold up here. Cody, welcome back. Good to see you. Sacrifice 2 permanents. Joins up. And Swamp, I guess. How's it going, Cody? I mean, this deck might benefit from Conduit of Worlds. Not Conduit, Crucible Worlds. Tabs, welcome in. So we're going to equip Helm the Host here on Una's Blackguard. We've got flyers. Games are pretty good so far. We're gonna empty out his hand for the rest of the game, pretty much. We're just messing around with this new deck. We will eventually get Una's Blackguards that would be big enough to save the day, but I'm probably gonna have to sacrifice Kefka here, and I think I still lose. Actually, I overcommitted to that attack. Okay, that was silly. I'm also still caffeinating. We'll get this here. I do think there is a valid reason for Conduit of Worlds. Jeez, Crucible of Worlds. I keep saying Conduit. I've been playing green a lot lately, so I've been using Conduit instead. Okay, so we need Crucible. Chaos, thanks for the follow. Crucible of Worlds. What is that? No. Alright. I'm also thinking we're going to get Alesha in here and Cruel Claw. Alesha. And it makes me think, do I just go and play those decks instead? Richard, welcome in. Cruel Claw. We'll probably remove Locust God, as fun as it can be. We don't have the setup for its infinite. Which is probably good. Take out Jaxus. Facet Reader. This deck probably needs to be more focused on making them discard than us. Oh, what I was going to do, though, if we get rid of another one of those other discard effects, we take out Erratic Visionary. Folio Fancies is what I was going to say. I might even put in Fairy Mastermind. Can I pull out something else? I really don't want to pull out too many more creatures. Although if we get many more artifacts, I could throw in, what's his name? Golbez. Because Golbez is kind of amazing. We'll keep tweaking it. It just might be a little slow. Kefka being 3-color in a non-mana generating wedge, you know, without green, it's just going to be a little challenging. P Funky, Django, and Jose, welcome in. A lot of people popped in there. If I missed you, I'm sorry. No blue, but first turn divest and Draconic Fealty. So I think we'll do keep. The blue will be a little bit of a downer, but maybe we'll draw into it. Getting those first... Oh, there's an Inquisition of Kozilek. I didn't even notice that because the alternate art. Lemon and Odd, welcome in. Hey, is that a Darkslick Shores with a blue mana on it? Sure is. Wow. I guess... Divest. They played Artifacts. Let's assume that Divest is going to be the best option here. We're going to be able to hit him with 3 different discard effects. Baneslayer and Herald of War. Let's get rid of Herald of War. We'll be getting rid of Baneslayer next turn. So, probably just drop Giada. Oof, okay. That actually could work out in our favor, though. I probably should have played black now that I look at it. We'll go ahead and do Entreaty, which should get rid of that other angel. Don't have a dragon, so I can't. I think it's funny that it asks. There's the Baneslayer, but we have some ideas of how to deal with that. I don't think he might sack Giada. Maybe he'll sack Giada. We'll see. He'll probably actually sack Giada and Recaster is my guess, now that I think about it. I think not playing the Swamp there might have skunked me. Because I could have hit the Baneslayer too. And dealing with Giada, then I could have played that and dealt with Giada. So there was some misplay there for sure. I got so excited about getting that extra blue-black that I didn't think about what I was doing. Early game mistakes like that are so punishing. Dwyer, welcome in. Get a cut. Yep, attack and get rid of her now. Just, yes. Mono white is becoming a problem, JP. I mean, mono white's always been disproportionately strong for a monocolor. It's got way too many bases covered. Are we just going to concede on here? I think so, because I made that mistake. We're going to probably be behind the wheel for the rest of the game. But yes, I 100% agree with that, JP. I play white in a lot of wedges just to win in this game, but like usually when I'm designing a deck, it is because I really like a commander that I include it. Because it just feels too good. I mean, you can get some wins, don't get me wrong. You know, you want to play, I love cloning stuff, and blue is the clone color, but then somehow we get like Ocelot in white, which is just like, I don't know, just crazy. And I play so many tokens go wide decks that with just a little white go crazy. Beloria, who comes in here, just did a blue-white deck. That's absurd. It's more about Odd Papa Bear. It's more about I'm trying to get my wins for the day, and it just takes time. There was a chance I could have come back from that game. You're absolutely right. But it just would have taken way more time than I wanted to put into it. While I am playing Magic to win and have fun, I am more here to talk to everybody. So, I'd rather be able to focus on conversation and having a good time. These are not friends that I'm sitting across the table from who are going to be disappointed that they don't get to play out their deck, right? I'm sure some of them don't feel great about it, but they got the win. Hey, Chad, how's it going? TRW, welcome back. Okay. I'm doing just fine. JP, this is Kefka. I would never, ever going to someone's live who was putting themselves out on the internet and say something like that. Just blows my mind. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had way worse things said and way trollier people in. But, like, I don't understand. If someone appears to be having fun, which I am, why would you come in and accuse them of not being fun? I don't know. Big guy, welcome in. Seems very unusual to just, like, jump in and blah. Planning out and checking out new Borderlands. I would love to play new Borderlands. I hear it's got some pretty strong demands. And I play on a mobile rig because I travel so much. And so my rig would not probably play it. I hear it's very demanding. Back at you. Yeah, I've heard that. It's funny though, the borderless lands in Edge of Eternities. Edge of Eternities is just such a good set for people who didn't have good land bases built up. D. Lawson, welcome in, and Step by Step, welcome, welcome. Is it time just to play Shieldred? Might be. We also have some Resurrection tech, which is good. We might lean into Pack Rat if we get some mana and just make a bunch of rats. Jules, welcome in. But yeah, I've heard that it's really demanding on the graphics. We're looking at maybe jumping back in. Yes. We're looking at maybe jumping back in and playing No Man's Sky, which I've never played, but a lot of my friends say is really, really fun. Probably going to lose my Mana Rock here unless I make him discard that, which we will. Wait. Is there something I can get from doing that first whenever I discard? Yeah. So we'll just make him discard it. Just pick that up. Yeah, I've heard it's really fun. We definitely... Ooh. That's spooky. I'm going to need to hit him with another discard effect to get rid of that, but I need artifacts too much in this deck to let him come at me like that. Yeah, I've heard the console versions are doing a little bit better. That's rough. Okay. That's definitely going to make this harder. Alright. Let's play Rebirth. I'm going to play her. That'll be a chump blocker. Wow, with that Garooks. We may... Final Fantasy card Squall? Yeah, I made Squall early on. I think I deleted the deck. My buddy Mike played it yesterday. Not yesterday. Thursday. He played it sometime this week. Or maybe last week. Time is not my strong suit. He played Squall, and that deck popped off really well for him. I'm assuming we're talking about... look at some commander ideas. I could rebuild it if I don't have it. I'll double check. I may still have him. He's definitely... He feels like a Voltron commander to me. If we're talking about Orzhov, right? Black-white. It's Final Fantasy VIII. He does... If creatures attack alone, you get Graveyard Recursion and Double Strike, I want to say. Let's see, we're going to take 8. This deck might have been a fun idea. I just don't know if Kefka's good enough. He's really good. I'm actually confident I'm glad Odd left because we're going to concede early again just to save some time. Big guy, welcome back. I just don't think that Kefka deck is working out. It's Brawl username. Yes, it sure is. But yeah, I probably should make it more like counter spell heavy. Do I still have Squall? I don't think I do. Well, maybe. If these guys are this far down, maybe I do. There's Sephiroth. I feel like I would have deleted Sephiroth first, but maybe not. Alright. Well, clearly we don't have him anymore, so why don't we go him? Rebuild him real quick. The Sephiroth deck did not do much for me, so I'll get rid of that. We can do Squall. Yeah, we're getting the set. We're just not getting the Marvel stuff, right? So we're still gonna get the cards through the Omen Pass. It's gonna be an alternate set, but yeah, I totally understand what you mean, though. So Squall, he reads Rough Divide. Creature you attacks alone, it gets double strike. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, return permanents to the battlefield. So to me, this is going to be kind of in that same thing as Lurrus, and actually having Lurrus in this deck as a like backup reanimator isn't a bad idea. So a lot of the same cards I would put in Lurrus are going to probably make sense because it is, yeah, return permanents. So like all of the sack of creatures. Gold for your next set. Yeah, I've already started doing that as well. I'm just going to grab him because he's such a good card. But then we're going to go grab other stuff. Actually, that's another good thing we can get. All right. Some of those Warrior Soldier cards that want you to attack alone. Yep, probably. Although a lot of those cards are actually red. They've red in them, some of them. Interesting. Don't want that. Probably good. Probably play. Is Aerith in? Yeah. A lot of those are in Mardu. Still really cool though. Definitely have seen that work out really well for us. Cathar Commando is insane in this. You're still here, Chad? Yeah, you are. Okay. Really good. Again, we're just probably also looking. I may even, since he's 3 or less, just stop looking at white once we hit 3 casting costs. You're fine. Maybe. Oh, we don't want that. That's too expensive. Hopeful Vigil. I think maybe we'll get some black treasure tech in this too. It'll be fun. Minimus Containment might be fun. Omen of the Sun. So we're getting a lot of recursion in this deck. Total Power 4, okay. I know a lot of people would lean strictly into Voltron for this, which I should probably get some of. Okay, we're gonna go look at black stuff now. People help me remember Oven. Obama, welcome in. You could also get a light aristocrat sub theme in this. Johnny, welcome in. I definitely want this guy for sure, for sure. I definitely want Symphony Nightmare's good. Drug recycling might be fun. Explorers want that for sure. Malevolent Noble. Priest of Forgotten Gods could be good. Tarian's Journal's good. Tithing Blade, also good. I think we need to get some equipment in here now. Equipment. We're definitely going to be sticking in that early edge of things. Jury Treasure, yeah. I can see that being really good. Horn of Valhalla could be fun. Right, a Rune of Sustenance was probably good. Stoneforge Mystic. We don't want to get too many other things, though. Stormbeaking Blade is actually really good. Probably not. Forge Anew. Whoops. Do I want Paladin's Arms? I guess it's got that creature thing that equips. Flying in First Strike is probably good. Wouldn't mind a little Unblockable. JP, thanks for the follow. We're going to be attacking alone, so that's pretty solid. Give it lifelink. We got a couple more cards. Probably want to go for can't be blocked. Oh, you know what we might do? Now that we've got the option. Oh, that's really good too. Shadow Spear, we're going to grab Trans Soul Cleaver. I'm going to have to cut some stuff. But the swords themselves would probably be good too. Andoril, Buster for sure is really good. Mithril Coat's going to be good. These swords will probably be pretty good too. I don't necessarily know about wealth and power, so I need to cut 8 things. What's the right amount of land to use? Usually about 38, so I could probably cut down a little bit on these. Like that. Take out Bound by Moonsilver. Minimus is going to be good if we get it. Angelic Purge is a little bit punishing cost-wise. Yeah. Well, and just certain decks just seem to work differently. It's always interesting how something you think is going to work one way just doesn't work. Grim Bauble. Maybe we'll take that out. It's good, but take out the Explorer. We're not really running lands enough to do that. Blood Fountain's a little iffy. Alright, let's fix the mana real quick. We're running a really low curve. Oh, Adagio is going to be really good in this if we need it. Adagio is really, really strong. Temptation to play snow covereds and just throw in blood on the snow here is high. We might come back to that. Phyrexian Tower is good. Surveil might be a good one for this. Snarl, other. That's probably good. Wait, cancel? What are we missing? Oh, it did not adjust my basic lands down. I feel like we're a little high on the white side, so we'll go down to 11. That's okay. We don't care about the sideboard effect. All right. Let's see if this runs okay. Hopefully, Chad, you saw some of that go in there, and then you'll see some of it play okay. Luris is really good, and I feel like this will be very similar. A little more equipment heavy than Luris. But it's definitely going to be Orzhov Voltron. We're going to be trying to recur some of that removal. Kind of as much as we can, right? Bad Data, welcome in. I'm actually going to go a little weird here. We're going to play this first just because it got life gain early game. Then hopefully we can use Surveil to make sure we draw a third. Okay. Well, hopefully we can pop it off here. Elvish Mystic. It would be really cool to draw another untapped land. We did not, unfortunately. But that's okay. I really doubt, highly doubt, he will be blocking. Rampant Growth. Really interested they didn't go with Shiki off the bat there. So we're going to get enchantment creatures. Probably some way to clone that would be my guess. We're going to play Tithing Blade and get rid of his Mana Dork. It's a little rough. As a player, I'd probably not enjoy that having happen to me. To the north, so we're doing more ramp stuff. Maybe Commander coming out. Commander's coming out. Um... I should probably put some lessons in here. I was being a little flip about that. We'll do that. It's going to be a minute. There's Minimus Confinement. Annihilating Glare, though. This would be kind of exactly why I would... Like, we're going to sacrifice this artifact because we're going to get it back eventually, and it's going to help us fuel that removal. So a lot of those sack effects end up working out really well for us. We could have sacked the Eidolon. Beloria, welcome in. Yeah, that's true. I think we'll go ahead. We are missing some mana here. Again, I dropped the mana down to 38. It's a little tight. But attacking, we're just going to gain life if he blocks. So, Mr. Ink, welcome back. I think it's cool that you do that as a hobby. I'm almost out of jerky. Sad. Do we think Minimus Containment? Or do we just equip? Nah, we'll do Minimus Containment. Well, we could do the Flight. You just got woke up? Gotcha. Okay, when we get Squall out, we'll start doing Squall things next turn. Rar. It's double strikes. We're getting 4 extra life. We are not able to use Squall, but he doesn't have creatures, so we'll go ahead and tap Squall down. Get some station going. Drive Underwater, welcome in. Eternal Witness, who's going to get something back out of the graveyard. Foreign Clecks, alright. We're going to maul the Skyclaves on Squall, attack, and get Minimus Containment back for Foreign Clecks. Unless he nukes my graveyard. Which, if you have, is really, really good to do if you're playing a deck like this. Alright, so we are going to play Skyclaves. Question is, do we put Minimus Containment on his Mana Dork? I don't think we do. We also have the Sacrifice Knife, I believe, in there. We can equip this, too, and get some Seeking going. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I'm assuming we're going to get some sort of flash something. Maybe. Prevent all damage. Okay. Oh, that was good. Little station. Probably do Sword of Body and Mind next on Squall. with the double strike trigger. That's going to give us a whole bunch of mill and wolves as chump blockers. If we can get the Minimus Containment off, we don't have to worry about Vorinclex. Ooh, she's got a lot of mana, though. Awaken the Woods. Nyx Bloom Ancient. Genesis Wave. Okay, that's pretty good play. Gonna get Virtue Strength in there, too. Alright. That was really solid. We have to get rid of Vorinclex stat. Spin for life. Welcome in. Alright. So I think we're doing Body and Mind. Body and Mind going down. We are going to take the hit for this one round on mana, but it's okay. We're going to attack. We will eventually have lifelink on him. Strike once. I think we get Minimus Containment. Minimus Containment back. Vorinclex dealt with. Got wolves. Now we're going to do Tithing Blade. Tithing Blade comes in. They have to sack something. You get more wins late at night than in the morning. I mean, I can see that because generally, like, early on, I'm a little sleepy, a little groggy, right? Wow. I mean, they're getting a lot of mana, but they replay Vorinclex. I just replay Minimus Containment. I don't think they see it. Gotcha. We'll definitely play this a couple times so people can kind of see some of the interactions. But I think it's in a good space. Definitely not going to need... JP, very rarely. You have to get your daily wins to get this game as cheap as possible. And so, until I get my daily wins, I don't do viewer matches. And oftentimes, if my decks aren't popping off fast enough, that all the time I have to stream is taken up by that. I am trying to stream more often. Unfortunately, right now, the streams are not putting back enough in the coffers to replace the work I lose if I do that. I do a lot of freelance. Yeah. Devastation with 34. Holy cow. Why did he tap all the way down? That seems so weird. I'm assuming he's looking for Galta, though. Which won't matter, because unless he gets something with haste... Oh, no. I stand corrected. He's got me. That was pretty fun. Well, I don't mind the performance of this deck at all. We actually had a clunky beginning. That was really fun, though. I approve of his game finish. Heartless Humanoid, welcome back. Alright. Definitely going to play again now. Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, it could come together. I think they're maybe putting Grim Bobble back in here and getting rid of something else that isn't more removal oriented might be good. But there's also a lot more we could have drawn. Lurrus would have been another good one. That is really bad for mana. Let's not do that. Much better. Probably gonna go in. We can probably risk it. You chose ASMR Cleric for your game? Nice. Very, very cool. I don't have a D&D game today. Probably next week. On Saturday. I do have D&D... Sorry, I have Fabula Ultima tomorrow. D&D on... D&D on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. And maybe Saturday too. I've had a lot of cancels lately. It's been kind of sad. Happens to everybody though. Alpha, welcome in. I think that Hilderblade might go. We might also scry, especially if we don't get mana. About a year into your Game of Thrones campaign, just can't. Yeah. Well, I run, 3 to 5 times a week, depending. So, I get to play a lot more than usual. I mean, I'm the DM, so I kind of make sure that happens. I think we're gonna pop this and get the scry off. Definitely need to check our mana situation here. Citizen's Crowbar could be really good, so we're gonna keep it, but we want to get Squall down first. Mongo's joining us. Nice. Is Mongo local? Let's see. At the beginning of your non-permanent, attach it to a creature I control. Oh yeah, sure. That's fine. Maybe I'll leave it. It's on Discord. Gotcha. Yeah. I miss playing in person a lot. Oh, and your nephew's playing for Texas. Nice. Well, that was a whole thing. Squall. Draco Genesis. Oh, this is going to be spooky. Well, I need to do this to get rid of Draco Genesis. Sacrifice Citizen's Crowbar, destroy that. Wait, what? No. It's a tap. Okay. Each player, blah, blah, blah. That was silly. You know what? We'll do this. It's worth it. We'll get the Draco Genesis eventually. Sacrifice a creature. We will. He'll sacrifice a creature. And then we'll attack. Or gets double strike. Hopeful Vigil. And we get the vampire back too. That's gonna be pretty good. Is your kiddo playing too? Oh, it's okay. It's for the birthday party. So, sounds like though that he's going to somebody else's house? Nice. Doesn't leave till 4. I mean, you'll still get your night though, right? Nice. That's cool. I had some friends like that growing up. Alright. Play that. I think we're gonna equip 2. Oscar, welcome in. We will then sack this to get rid of that. He's saying good game. Is he quitting? Oh, we don't have the mana for it. Okay. Interesting choice. We're gonna leave that on him. That's fine. Actually, maybe that equipment's better than I thought it was. I feel really good about keeping that in here now. Six damage of up to 2 creatures. Dealt to me. Dealt to the chump. Alright, well. Can't do anything about that. Commander back to command zone, so we're going to have to kind of airwalk a little for a second. Paladin's Arms will get us another creature. If we get another mana, we could do a flying blocker for a turn. I might have been able to keep him in the graveyard, but can hit for 8 then. Don't love this situation. Ward 1. We could just do this. Play that. Could only get one more toughness on it. It could be a good blocker for a bit, but I think we're gonna have to probably sacrifice it. Maybe we'll give it a turn. If he attacks that, we go after Sorin, maybe. Okay, well, there goes the offensive option. If we can draw a mana, we'll play Squall anyway and still attack Sorin because he's probably going to have to block with a Shivan. Blocks with a Shivan, he'll lose the damage. It's not clean though. Don't love it. Yeah, we'll take that hit. Some other direct removal would have been nice. We're going to get Squall, though. That's good. Does he just take the hit? He might just take the hit. Actually, if he takes the hit, he's got lethal. I don't know why I did that. but he blocks. He could have won that game for sure, for sure. Interesting. If he attacks me, I just equip this and attack and win, I think. Unless he can kill Squall. Man, he had that game. He could just sacrifice Sorin. Not Sorin, Sarkin. I think I've been calling him Sarkin, Sorin all game. Oh, well, that'll do. That's game. He held back 2 mana, which is a little weird. Not sure why. You just kicked a door frame? Ouch. Pinky toe? Yeah, that's game. What can we do to tighten this up a little bit? I think maybe a little more early game removals in order. I'd prefer more things we can... recur. Oh, we might want some more of those stat creatures. I didn't get them both. Each. So we want Demon's Disciple, Fleshbag Marauder, Gravelighter. Those are all really good. So maybe we take out Paladin's Arms, Slaughter the Strong, I don't know. I don't know if we need that. Restoration Specialist feels a little too specific. Vanguard of the Rose. I like that. You take out Drag Recycler, and I wanted to add Oversold. Maybe get a little teeny more recursion in here. Alright. We'll try again. I know. I'll fix it someday. Have to figure out backstory, finish up your character. Let's write your cleric. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. Do you know what setting it is? I'm trying to remember. You said it was ASMR Cleric. Did you say what your domain was? Fifth edition, sure, but what setting? Like, is it your homebrew? It's homebrew world? Okay. So do you guys have the name of your god already? Have you worked on your god a little bit? I think this might be better because we're going to get a little bit... We have 3 new sack effects that are recurable. So this might go a little better for us. Alright. We can probably play... We don't need to play Momentum Breaker yet. Why is that? I was about to say, we could help him out. He'd have fun. Artifact or creature. It's weird. You know what? We can sack this. That's right. We can gain life and sack it later. So we're just going to go ahead and play this. We're losing the sack effect, which sucks, but we can gain the gain life effect at least. Should have probably played it last turn. Now I look at it. But we're going to gain at least 2 life when we sack it. He just played a TikTok. Yeah, I've actually heard of a lot of interesting ways to counter Dark Vision. It feels a little adversarial to me, but it could be fun for, like, you know, a one-off. As long as he isn't doing it, like, all the time. But then you just have a wizard who casts light, you know? Tina, welcome in. Hey, Minnie, how's it going? Okay, I think we're going to be relatively quickly in a pretty good situation here. We've got Flashback next turn. We've got... so that'll recur. We've got Momentum Breaker, which can recur. I'm pretty good, Minnie. Be interesting to see how the algorithm change today impacts people. It's supposed to be a very, like, different algorithm happening. So... I think this doesn't target. Each player will not target, so playing his thing there didn't do him any good. No reason to attack though. I collect, welcome in. If he blocks... Yeah. I don't know why he's supposed to attack alone. That was stupid. Take action. That was very, very unfortunate. Mr. Drink, welcome back. I don't know that I have enough caffeine today. Assuming he might attack. Gonna hit me for 8. Looks like we might have a colorless Voltron here with Ultima. It's fun. You can get behind that. Miss and Discoot, welcome in. Yeah, I might have pooched it pretty good. Probably should have played. So another possibility is maybe this deck needs Lightning Greaves, because getting Squall out and equipping him in one turn might be really important for us. Diesel, welcome in. Shaper of Sparks, Gear Entwined, Appearance, Radiant, Figure of Brass and Steel. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Inventor Seeker, so it's a creation life cleric. I'm trying to get how we get life cleric, because it looks like it's like a god of... Definitely feels like your husband likes Final Fantasy a lot. Yeah. Too many early game mistakes. I should have hung on to... my instincts to not play the enchantment were correct. I should not have done it. That sacrifice trigger is just too important. Ozzy, welcome in. So yeah, it sounds like it's a god of making. That's true. That is very true. So maybe we just need to play better. Maybe we just need to not be dumb. Not being dumb would be good. I'm gonna play Oversold. Astrologians. Alright. Boromir, probably. Dawn Meadow. Okay. So it sounds like it's... Is there an artificer in the party? Sounds very artificery. Okay. All right. Let's play some question games. Your character, she's from this place. She is worshiping kind of the creation life aspect of this god, right? So what are her what is her connection to the since she serves this god of machines and mechanics, what is her connection to like that community? Does she know an NPC artificer? Are there artificers in the game? I guess I should ask that. I would trade both if we need to. Oh, that's fun. I like that. You chose life over knowledge. Yeah. Wow. I could really, really use a fourth mana. Hey, look, a fourth mana. Stewie, welcome in. That double strike on attack is so good. Such a solid thing. If we draw a fifth mana, we could do Sword of Body and Mind and double strike to Fairy out next turn, which might be good. How's it going, Stewie?
There is much the past can teach us.
That 4/4 could be a problem for us eventually. I'm not overly worried about it, but I think we're going to do Body and Mind. It's a little frustrating. Did that double trigger for some reason? And just scrolling through. Yeah. See you, Stewie. Cult of the Adversary. So is your character not from Dawn Meadow? Raven form? That actually kind of works for us, so that's cool. I'd rather have a flyer. Replay Squall, I think. Did not. You don't know the start. I mean, so I would probably lean into being part of that starting town. I think you could get a lot of mileage for your character development out of that. If your character is already there, already knows that. I'd also try to make up 5 NPCs that are in the town and present them to your husband today so that he has NPCs that he can also maybe connect other characters to. I found that works really well. Are they going to clone the Panharmonicon again? Is this like an ETB Insanity deck? It might be. No, but... Oh, it's going to turn things again. Okay, Jeeb. You know, I feel like this deck is better than it's playing, but we've had some really rough matchups. It would also do better in Commander because there would be more players divvying those effects out. But I am going to be stubborn and get a win with it before we give up. Alright. Johto, welcome in. And we're going to play Castle Lochbane off that. Yeah, that was really good. I mean, I applaud it. It was a really interesting deck, but yeah. Wow. Now we're getting a Elf Selesnya tokens go wide deck. Looks like it's just tokens go wide. It's not even Elf specifically, but he's got Elf Mana Engine in it. But that Monastery Mentor is really, really trouble too. Which makes me think we'll see Ocelot also if we live that long. Zach. Lampad. We have 2 pro green swords, so getting Squall crazy once we're up and running, pretty good. If we can get a 4th mana next turn, we drop Squall. Turn after that, we probably go into Lumark Mantle. Fleshback Marauder, not great, but it's something. Really needed that 4th mana, though. Man, my Kingdom for a Soul Ring on here. Maybe should have done the Lampad. So he's just going to ditch a token. Maybe he won't, though, because he's trying to go wide. I feel like we are leaning more and more towards needing a board wipe. Hey, how's it going, Sammy? Feeling any better? Man. I'm trying to think of what else we could do in this deck to help control the board a bit. Very heavy still? I'm sorry to hear that. I was kind of surprised that that he was who he was. I'll just say that. I mean, on one level, I'm relieved because I think there would have been worse consequences. You think? I don't think it does. I actually think it would have been worse consequences if it was side versus side situation. There would have been more escalation around it. But maybe I'm wrong. Atlas, welcome in. Starting town is... Wait. So there is a different starting town. You are your character isn't okay. You're from Don Meadow, maybe. Sam, welcome in. Well, I'd still try to come up with a list of 5 NPCs your character knows. I would probably lean on having some in both towns then, because having somebody you know in Crowlstone or whatever probably would help. Esteban, welcome in. Okay. Right, and I think you kind of explained that. Target opponent, if they don't... Yeah, lander token. Sounds great. To minimus containment. Brent, welcome in. How's it going? That you want? What deck is that? Eggs for Brawl. I think I might be able to just win this. If I play that. Play this. And then we attack with that equipped. Yeah, it's definitely a Voltron deck. Yep. And you can see it's. I hate to say it, Brent. I gotta get going though. Please take care of the people in your lives. Please take care of yourself. Valoria, I would say work on some NPCs for your background and make sure you have connections in both cities. Obviously, you got your well thing. I would look into that. Oh no, not the Obi-Wan. That's fair though. You're right. But I gotta get going. Oh, we'll see you guys later. Probably tomorrow, actually. Depending on how the day shapes up.